This is Late Night Health. I'm Mark Allen. Every night for the last 10 or 15 years, starting around 8 o'clock, I start sneezing, hacking, coughing. It's really, really quite mucusy. And I've tried everything from prescription medications to alternative health products. And a couple of months ago, I ran into a guy who left the corporate attorney world. His parents are really not happy with that, but, you know, what are you going to do? His name is Simar Singh, and he created a product called Rootology, formula number 45. It works for me. I don't know why. It does. Simar is on our phone. He's from Cincinnati. He's visiting Chicago. Simar, nice to talk to you again.
Yeah, great to be here. Thanks for having me, Mark.
So why would you leave a successful career as a corporate attorney just because you were working 87 hours a week?
Well, there's that. Yeah, the paycheck was great, lifestyle was great, but, you know, ultimately, I guess, you know, it's a question of finding something that's actually satisfying. There's, you know, I know we discussed this before, but, you know, one of the things that intrigued me most about this was just the fact that this formula for Breathe Free is based on traditional Chinese medicine, which is almost impossible to find on any American store shelves. And TCM is remarkable, and this formula in particular is remarkable. Now, so it was kind of the idea that, you know, how is this not on every store shelf? I've always kind of had a business itch, and, you know, the few folks I was able to get it to were very, very grateful, and it's the idea, well, let's scale that up.
Your father is involved, or
practices? Yeah, actually, they actually have been very supportive because my father's he's a veterinarian. He's been fascinated by alternative medicines, and he kind of discovered traditional Chinese medicine back in the 90s. And he discovered this formula, and it's something that he would give to me whenever I had any allergies or anything flare up. And it worked so well then, it just took, you know, about 15 or 17 years of using it to realize, hey, wait a second, why isn't this everywhere?
You told me earlier today that it works for about 75% of the people. Is it immediate, within an hour or so?
Yeah, you know, anecdotally, we get a sense that it works for the vast majority of folks. Nothing works for everyone. And yes, you know, I think a lot of natural things are more supplement style. You just take it every day and, you know, you hope you feel better. This is actually something that you'll know if it's working for you within about 20, 30 minutes. You should start feeling a difference. And for a lot of folks, as you mentioned, for yourself, it's the only thing they found that's helping them, or it's something that works just as well as alternatives, but they prefer that it's natural. Or, you know, even as opposed to other natural modalities, you know, it's something that's going to work right away.
One of the things that impressed me about this is that I snore at night because of all the congestion that happens. I'm obviously allergic to something in my area. I just went through allergy testing, and they told me I was allergic to grass. This is a very common allergy. Olive trees are another one. And here in Southern California, everybody has grass, and olive trees are like at every gas station. I don't know why they do that, but they're every place. And the pollen from these things just really kill me, and especially at night. When I take the Rootology Breathe Free, it takes about a half hour, and I am breathing better. I prefer this to something like a Sudafed because Sudafed has some adverse effects, and I literally lived on Sudafed for years because it was the only thing that really helps. And even today, I will take Sudafed. If I go into a voiceover session or before I do the radio show, I will still sometimes take Sudafed because it works quickly, but it is very, very hard on my body.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the biological system that it's working on, and, you know, this is what we theorize just because, you know, some people feel, you know, even though this is a natural product, it's a potent product, and there's always, you know,
it works.
There's always side effects to something. It works. Some people report that they get a little bit of pep in their step. There's a little bit of not jitteriness, but peppiness. Some folks might report slight dry mouth. And, you know, those are indications it's working actually on the same system as Sudafed, the adrenergic system.
Right.
Now, the difference, I guess, here is Sudafed is, you know, really addressing a lot of different things. And the reason you do feel such harsh side effects is that it's like a blunt force object. This one compound, one chemical compound, is hitting different receptors in different areas of the body. You know, Rootology is comprised of 13 concentrated herbal extracts. They all have very, very specific functions. If you visit our website at rootologyhealth.com, we describe what each of these 13 ingredients is meant for. And it's I guess in a way it's working more like a scalpel than a blunt force object. And when you're doing that, you generally don't have, the types of side effects that you might have with other products.
Well, yeah, with Sudafed and other agents like that, the problem, of course, is it does dry you out, it clears you up, but it can have an adverse effect on kidneys, for example.
Oh, and that as well, yeah.
Right. Listen, go to rootologyhealth.com. Sometime next week we'll have a pretty picture of Simar up there. He's a young, good-looking guy. My wife told me that. And we'll have a picture up there. There'll be a little bio on him and a link to his website. Listen, Simar, thank you. Good luck with the product.
Thank you so much for having us, Mark.
My pleasure. Thanks a lot. We'll talk soon. All right, coming up next, we're going to spend some time on weight loss and talking about how food talks to you, especially the bad food. It keeps calling my name. This is Late Night Health. Don't go away. More coming up. Visit us at latenighthealth.com.